Hi, my name is Brent, and I'd like to talk to you about how God spoke to me. About 10 years ago, I was having challenges in my job. I didn't feel like I was growing. I didn't feel like I had opportunity. I felt like I had skills that I needed to use in a broader way. And in that moment, God spoke to me. And He said that I needed to look for opportunity where I could apply those skills. And a job became open, and I applied for that job. And in applying for this job, I want you to understand it was a very long process. It was 10 months in duration and how this story plays out. And it's important for you to understand that 10 months because God and I had a constant conversation through that process. God spoke to me and allowed me to start the journey, but this was a marathon, this was not a sprint. And God was there. God was my coach. God was there working me through this because I was achieving what I wanted to when I started this, but in the beauty of God, you see things beyond what you want, what you think your goal is. God is telling you so much more. And God allowed me to learn so much about myself through this process. It was difficult. There were stops and there were starts and there was periods where you wanted to know information where you just really weren't hearing information because of the competitive nature of the process, because of the challenges of getting paper together and multiple levels of interviews and on-site interviews. There was a lot of challenge, and I had to ask myself, is this worth it? And at those moments, God was always there, and God said, keep going. Keep going. Because when we talk to God, God doesn't give us everything. God doesn't give us the blueprint. God is there for us in the moment as His wisdom is unfolding, as His grace is unfolding. So as I'm moving through this 10-month process, as I'm listening to God at every turn, it's coming to the end. And the challenge in that was that what I thought I was going for, what I perceived as the finish line of this job, when I'm entering the 9th month, the 9.5 month, I finally come to the conclusion in my discussion with God and in my discussion with my family and thinking about what this represented for us all, was that this wasn't the goal. This is not what I wanted. This was not what I needed. And as I'm having the meeting with the individual who's going to be making this decision, who I'm communicating to about this opportunity, rather than this being a disappointment of, I can't go on because of what this is doing to my family, I'm not going to pursue this job any further, their response to me was, that's okay because we have a better opportunity for you. We think it fits with you better, and you're going to be on our team, and you're going to be able to do everything you want to do, and we're going to give you time to do that, and you're going to be able to do everything that you love now, but we're going to give you opportunity to do even more. And we're going to allow you to create that, and we're going to allow you to grow into that position and do what you do best, which is be creative, work towards innovation, and find opportunity in others. So what I want people to hear today is that the communication with God, I believe, never ends. And you have to constantly have that conversation, and God's not going to present it to you in a blueprint. He's not going to give you a nice text message that says, here's the answer, do this, yes or no. God is there to be with you as His grace and wisdom unfolds. And I ask you to open yourself up to listen to God, because when you open yourself up to listen to God, you can find remarkable opportunity. And I believe in my journey with God in this story, I found peace. And it's all because of listening to God.